Breaking news while you were sleeping, O.J. Simpson walks out of prison a free man. More on what's ahead for him. Plus,
we've got to change the culture in Milwaukee County to where that type of nonsense has to stop.
After two shootings on I-43 in less than a week, law enforcement is stepping up. See their efforts to end the violence.
I'm worried about one thing: saving lives.
And after being targeted by President Trump on Twitter, the mayor of San Juan, Puerto Rico is firing back. Good morning. Let's get your day started with a look at your forecast. I'm here in the Weather Center with meteorologist Lindsay Slater. It's kind of gloomy out there today.
You know, and that's because our next weather system's coming, but we need the rain desperately. So we're looking at the radar. We have some things. We're hoping we'll have some moisture on the grass because we have a good 4-inch deficit right now.
All right, so let's keep our umbrella handy then.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, Lindsay. Breaking news this morning, O.J. Simpson is a free man once again. He was released from a Nevada prison overnight. He served 9 years there for armed robbery. The 70-year-old told the parole board he wanted to live in Florida after his release. But the Florida Department of Corrections says it hasn't received a transfer request. Simpson faces parole supervision for another 5 years. More breaking news now, closer to home. A deadly shooting on Milwaukee's northwest side. Police say someone shot and killed a 56-year-old man near 41st and Cherry. Police tell us they were notified of the shooting via ShotSpotter. When officers arrived, they found the man shot in the chest. He was pronounced dead at the scene. No one is in custody. Another overnight shooting caused a serious crash. Police say a driver heard shots fired in the area near 77th and Keefe and lost control, hitting a house. The driver's in the hospital with serious injuries. His passenger will be okay. There's no word on suspects. You may see more police the next time you drive on I-43. After 2 freeway shootings in 4 days, the sheriff's office is increasing patrols. As 12 News' Ben Hutchison reports, drivers are happy with the change. The sheriff's office says they know who the shooter is from Friday, but no one is in custody in either case. Now to Hurricane Maria's aftermath. Former Marquette basketball star Butch Lee is raising money for Puerto Rico. Lee lives on the island now. He was born here and moved to the States as a kid. He played for Marquette in the 70s and spent a few years in the NBA. So far, he's raised more than $25,000 on his GoFundMe page.
The people here are hurting, and I see the Marquette community, the Milwaukee community, and a lot of my friends across the country have been very generous and been very kind in supporting us.
And right now, he's working to figure out a system to get the supplies to the island once he buys them. His goal is to raise $100,000. Local McDonald's restaurants are also helping Puerto Rico. Many employees have relatives on the island and have organized a supply drive. Today and tomorrow, you can drop off supplies at the McDonald's near 14th and Burnham. Everything from diapers to batteries will be accepted. It will then be packed up and shipped to the island. A Twitter war has broken out between Donald Trump and the mayor of San Juan. ABC's Linda Lopez has more. Looking ahead, the 37th annual Lakefront Marathon gets underway in just a few hours. More than 2,000 runners will run the 26.2-mile race today. It begins at 7:30. The route winds through Grafton to Veterans Park in Milwaukee. Here's the first half of the course. If you're driving, you'll want to avoid these areas. And here's the second half of the route. All the runners have to be done by 2 p.m. when the course closes. Milwaukee's Oktoberfest starts today. This is the 8th year the festival has been at Marquette Park. You can try authentic German beer, food, and listen to lots of polkas. There's also a cornhole tournament today from noon to 5. The fun continues next weekend, Friday through Sunday. Still ahead, the postseason race is over for the Brewers, but they've still got a game to play. How they're tackling the final game of the season next. And we've had some beautiful fall weather. This is a live look outside. Meteorologist Sally Severson's forecast is next. You're watching WISN 12 News this morning.
The WISN 12 News app. Download for free today for important local coverage 24/7.
Okay. But I am not a fan of the cold.
Oh my God, thank God.
But yeah, but you know, it's like, it's one of those things where people say, well, you were born
I know.
in the Twin Cities. So every year I think I'm going to get better at handling it, and it just doesn't work. But for the first time last winter, I discovered hand warmers.
The first time? They give them out here.
I know.
Before
Yeah.
you go
so
out on a story.
my
which
mom
is
had been
nice.
raving about this for the longest time, and I was like, I mean, does that really work? Come on.
Yeah.
So
No,
I
it
tried
totally
it. I
does.
tried it last year, and I was like, how have I been living without this for the longest time?
And they have
So-
feet warmers too. If you.
yeah. Our meteorologist, actually, Hattie, suggested that. So
Yeah.
I've learned to put some in my boots. It has made life a lot easier when I'm reporting outside.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you just got to learn.
You might
to
need
buy
that
a
in
parka.
Yep.
And yeah,
You might,
indoors.
in the studio. In the studio here, it gets
It's
freezing.
when the lights turn off.
Yes. No, not
Yeah.
even just when they're on.
Just in general.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
What
them
about
with
like
me
a
constantly.
snuggie?
I have a blanket back there.
Okay.
Seriously.
I heard about like the blankets that you plug in.
I have
you heard of those?
I have a jacket like that back
Okay.
here as
See,
well.
that's what I need to invest in for this winter. And then we'll get through it.
And then you're fine,
And
yes.
then, yeah.
You're good
I
to
mean,
go.
it's like, it's one of those things where you have so much pride being a Minnesotan, and you want to tell people that you can handle the cold, but you can't.
Just pretend.
But you just
You've
need all the
lived through
tools
it.
to survive. Yeah.
Now,
Are you from here?
I am from Milwaukee.
Oh, really?
I am literally born and raised from here, but I worked in Jackson and I worked in Missouri, so
Okay, so
warmer
you
climates.
were lucky to have worked in some of the warmer places.
Yeah.
So you've never been a fan of the cold, or did this change for you?
It's fine. But I mean, we have really
Okay.
good stuff, like skiing and stuff
Right,
like that. So I mean, you
right.
bundle up.
Yeah.
Do you like to do any cold weather sports?
I don't know. I'd probably like to watch from inside.
Okay. I'm right there with you, dude. Like,
You know, like have some coffee,
Yep.
and, have some soup or something.
Now, okay, I need to know, do you like to cook or bake?
I like to bake cake. And our assignment editor gets on my case about this because I'll make lemon cake and I'll eat it for breakfast.
That's not a bad
and
thing.
she's a health nut. So she's like, that's not healthy. Why are you doing that?
That's fine.
But it's
If
the
it's for
morning. If you're
breakfast.
going to wake up at 2 a.m., I think, who needs to follow rules?
This is true.
So
yeah.
So I'll have cake sometimes, but I don't bake much. I am guilty of eating out a lot.
Okay.
All of last week I ate out.
Okay.
So the goal is this week to try and cook at home. So we'll see.
All
I'm trying
right.
to learn a new recipe every week. We'll see how that goes.
I'm not a good cook.
Yeah.
I just bake.
What's like the one thing that you bake
Pumpkin.
or that you cook that you're
No, I
like
can't cook.
this is the one thing I can make that everyone will love?
Cake.
Cake?
Yes, just
What
cake.
kind of cake?
Pumpkin.
Okay.
Lemon,
so this is the
raspberry.
perfect season for that.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
I think that's all they needed from us is just hanging out and talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
We're good.
Oh, do we?
We're good.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, see? Isn't that weird?
I kind of forgot that they were all there.
That's the
so-
point. That's the point. I would randomly third reference it I don't like the cold.
Right.
No, that's it.
Awesome. I didn't even look
We
over
are
there.
all done.
Awesome.
My job is to make it easy for you.
Oh, thank you.